Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in to today's topic of the day, where I'll be discussing an Adobe vulnerability that can be potentially used by malicious actors for phishing purposes. Now, for those of you that are not aware, phishing is the use of fraudulent emails in order to gain sensitive information such as your usernames or your credit card information by pretending to be a trustworthy entity. Now, there are a lot of different kinds of phishing. Most of the time, it's easy to distinguish whether or not an email is legitimate based off of things such as the grammar being used, the context, or other things of that nature, or even just the from email that doesn't look legitimate. But in certain circumstances where these malicious entities are able to spoof to appear to come from legitimate emails or actually contain legitimate links for users to click on, that's where things start to get a little bit more worrisome. So what appeared first in a Reddit post was regarding a link used by Adobe for their mailing purposes that allowed for anybody to attach any link at the end of this URL or this link that will redirect users to whatever link they chose. It was pretty peculiar that it was actually still something that could be used by anybody even after this Reddit post was first released. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean. So here I have an email that I composed and sent to myself. Now it reads, "You're now eligible for a free Adobe Creative Cloud download with your Office 365 subscription." So for those of you that may not know, Adobe Creative Cloud isn't cheap. The subscription can cost between $300 to $400 a year. Now for those of you that whenever you see the word free tend to immediately want to look in that direction, I don't blame you. However, it's these kind of emails that use these specific types of vulnerabilities that are most dangerous. So of course, in this case, I'm appearing to come from my email. The from email is my email address. However, depending on the entity, they can spoof their email to come from, let's say, mail@adobe.com. In this instance, they're going to know who they're sending this email to. If not, they'll just put hello. But if they do, they'll say, "Hello, your first name. We are happy to inform you that you are now eligible for a free Adobe Creative Cloud download with your Office 365 subscription." Now this is where things get kind of, that makes sense. If you maybe Office 365 and Adobe have a partnership where I'm an Office 365 subscription user, maybe I get access to Adobe Creative Cloud for 1 year as a sort of bonus from that. Next, it says, "Please sign into your Office 365 user account using the link below to claim your free download." Now look at this link, guys. So this is a very legitimate link. t-info.mail.adobe.com is in fact a legitimate link that Adobe uses. It even includes their domain. You can see from mail.adobe.com. However, you'll notice at the very end of this URL or this link, you'll see that I have entered www.office.com. Anything that any user adds after this equal sign will redirect whoever clicks on this link to that URL. So in this case, I'm sending the user to a legitimate website, but for malicious actors, they may not be. So let's click on the link. As you can see, I clicked on the t-info.mail.adobe.com link, but it redirected me to www.office.com. Now in the instance where these malicious actors are using it to send you to a fake sign-in page, they may have it so that it goes to 0ffice.com or portaloffice.com. Sounds legitimate, but it really isn't. You think it's legitimate because it appears to be coming from Adobe's from address. It also has a legitimate Adobe link in it. So you click it, you sign into your Office 365, and unfortunately, if you don't have multi-factor authentication enabled, those malicious actors or entities have gained access to your Office 365 user account. Now, even in this specific situation where this was first identified on Reddit, the person who created the Reddit post said that the malicious actors weren't specifically putting their URL at the end of the Adobe link. It was being redirected to another legitimate URL that was either compromised or also had a vulnerability similar to this one that was then redirecting users to a fake Office 365 sign-in page. So they were nested within another URL. That way they're able to protect the name of their website that they're using to make these users put in their credentials so that they can go ahead and gain access to their accounts. Now guys, these entities will try about anything to gain access to your accounts, to wreak havoc, to also spread their virus, spread their malware, to gather more information by using your contacts, things of that nature. So it is extremely important to be as diligent as you can be. But in these kind of situations where Adobe needs to address major vulnerabilities in their own links that they're utilizing each and every single day, it's really hard to do so. Now at this moment, there has been no news or nothing released from Adobe acknowledging this vulnerability. And as you guys can see, it clearly still works. In some cases, when you click on the link, it won't immediately take you to that website. It'll time out, you'll have to press enter again, but depending on how badly you want this free Adobe Creative Cloud download, you will continue to click on that link until it works. When I showed you guys just now, it worked on the first try. So please be wary of this. If you do see any suspicious emails offering free things from Adobe that include this t-info.mail.adobe.com link, please be diligent. If it sounds too good to be true, guys, most of the time it is. Now, if you have any questions pertaining to this video or any of our other videos, which I highly recommend you check out our how-tos and our other informational videos, please leave us a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so that you can get notified whenever we go live each and every single weekday, starting from around 12 p.m. Eastern to 4 p.m. Eastern time. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Have a great day.